I don't have any friends, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. And I've actually been on YouTube for quite a while, and I have this new channel where I can make videos that I've been afraid to make. I don't think anyone in my real life will come across this video, but if I see you in real life, you are most likely considered family to me. And no matter how much time passes, we get together and it's like everything is fine. I've struggled with friendship my entire life. I'm currently 35 and a half, and I really just want friends. I've never had a true friend group, and growing up, I definitely held myself back and was a people pleaser, and I had maybe one or two friends, and I always was aware of the dynamic that was the friend group. I feel like my role was the peacekeeper, and that's how I've always been. I don't like conflict. I'm an only child, but I did grow up with cousins. I think not having siblings does impact that, as well as just who you are. And I was naturally quiet. And I do know that I have some trauma from older family, and it definitely made me shrink myself. And I was aware of like the hierarchy, I guess I should say, of the family. And growing up, I went to a very small Catholic school, but once I went to ninth grade, which was my first time in public school, that is where everything really started to change. And my last 2 years in high school were great, and I felt like I belonged somewhere finally. But when I went to college, that kind of all went out the window because everyone split up, as they naturally do, and my connections to those people were not strong enough. So those times where people would come home for holidays and hang out, I didn't really have that. Maybe like one person. I can't really say that I have friends. Like I can call someone up and just talk and not feel like I'm bothering them, like that kind of sisterly relationship that I think women just crave. If you're a man loud watching this, let me know. But it's also just your personality. I definitely crave deep connection. I know that every single interaction with your friends can't be serious. You're supposed to have fun. And so I think that's why I ended up on YouTube making videos, and this is where I learned to express myself. And now as an adult, it is lonely. I have a husband and I have family through him. Thank goodness he has siblings. And I am trying to put in some effort into watering the garden that I have been given, which is, my sister-in-laws, and just show them that I care, and reaching out is something that I often feel like I'm bothering people. And I keep trying to rework how this is in my head, because I think when someone reaches out to me, it's like they're thinking of me, and that's a good feeling. So I don't know why I feel so weird about reaching out to people. So now things are different. I'm surrounded by older women and a little bit younger than me, but I've also had some experience being like a teacher and a leader and a mentor. So I definitely learned how to manage like little relationships like that, and I think that helps. But looking back on my 20s, I just have this feeling that I'm off-putting, and it's because I'm pretty. And I know that I'm pretty. I was told that I was pretty my whole life when I was a kid. And I had really bad acne. And so, I don't know, I just waited to grow out of it. But even through those years, I still felt pretty, and I straightened my hair a lot. This is not my hair. It's actually curly. I definitely hid behind the hair. And now that I love myself and accept myself, even embracing aging, I still feel like there's this thing. I've seen this conversation had on TikTok where if you are pretty and you are kind, people will hate you. It's so sad because I definitely have felt it. I've always been left out, and me just existing just makes people not like me when they don't really know me at all. And I am not like that with people. If anything, I see someone that like takes care of themselves and puts themselves first, and I can tell that they're confident, and I'm like, how do I be like you? And I want some of that energy in my life, because that's the kind of energy that I'm trying to give off. And obviously we all have our insecurities and our bad days, especially women. If you are on your regular cycle and you experience all those mood swings, it is like not okay sometimes. It would be nice to have support. I don't know, just this feeling of connection, but not competition. I think that's what's led me to this point in my life where I am doing what I do for my younger self and to let her know and show her that she didn't have to shrink herself. She could still, be herself and not have to babysit the emotions of other people, because that is definitely what I learned to do, and it's not healthy, and it's not our job to manage how people think of us, because the truth is we are a different person inside of every single person's head, and there's no control over that. And I've had to learn a lot of lessons just to really get that and just give up that control. Honestly, listen to your body and have that intuition and understand if you need space, if you need to be with people, not being codependent. And so now that I'm in this phase of wanting new friends, feeling like I have an idea of the kinds of friends that I want to seek out. And so that is the energy that I am taking with me on this journey of trying to make new friends. I definitely know I have to either volunteer or like go to classes. I don't know, but just be the person that speaks up first, because you cannot rely on someone else to introduce yourself. I think if you work customer service, then you have a leg up in this department, or if you're just an extrovert. So look into sales and look into customer service, because that is how you will learn how to build connections. And just walking around with this like inner light and with this intention that you're trying to be inviting, not being afraid to ask for advice and for help or what someone thinks, because people like to talk about themselves. And so that is kind of where I'm at right now with not having any friends. I have my husband, my family, and coworkers who are kind of new but old, and I'm hoping to, I don't know, just cultivate new relationships this year. So that's it for my rant. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments if you are in the same boat and how you plan on making friends possibly, or any successes that you've had.